Hello, my name's Taylor Craven, and I am at the Chocolate Room in Opelika, Alabama, a studio owned by my good friend Mr. Larry Mitchell. And he's asked me to do 2 or 3 songs and tell a little story behind them, and that's what I'm doing. So I'm from Clarksdale, Mississippi originally, up in the Mississippi Delta, home of the blues, and write a lot of songs about that, but they're not blues. And I'm going to do one that was inspired about where I grew up on Highway 61, just 3 miles north of the true crossroads. And when my dad opened a grocery store, built a grocery store out in the country, on the north side of that was a honky tonk, and on the south side was a drive-in theater. And we had about 3 acres out in the country, and I loved it, and had to get older before you realize what you had. And that town's gone down a lot, but it's always home. And used to have a Coca-Cola plant, a Wonder Bread bakery. And my sister's a great artist, and she drew a picture of a church one time and called it Turn Road Church. And that's what kind of inspired this song. It's called Delta Dreamin'. I wish I could see a movie, black and white, at the Skylark Drive-In on a cool fall night. And before it starts, behind the screen, mamas and daddies would be pushing kids in the swings. I wish I could taste a Clarksdale bottled Coke, so strong and cold, I swear they'd burn your throat. Or crackers and hook cheese, sharp as a razor's edge. And for dessert, a moon pie. Oh yeah. Delta dreaming, back home feeling, I'm Delta dreaming again. I wish I could hear a bi-winged airplane dusting crops in the morning, trying to beat the rain. Or the sound of crickets and the July flies when we'd pitch a tent because it was safe to sleep outside. I wish I could smell that fresh tilled Delta soil before the noonday sun brings the air to a boil. Or homemade cornbread from a black iron skillet, hot pot liquor when my mama let me sip it. Delta dreaming, back home feeling, I'm Delta dreaming again. Where the farmers dance to a clap of thunder in the heat of the summer. If you can't smell the bread baking in town, well, that's a wonder. I wish I could feel that loving touch from Dad, checking on us kids before he went to bed. And how I long to sense serenity so pure that drifts in the singing from a Turn Road church. Delta dreaming, back home feeling, I'm Delta dreaming again. Delta dreaming, back home feeling, I'm Delta dreaming again. That song's probably getting on 8 or 9 years old, but I was telling Larry earlier, the song was about 4 years old before I added that little bridge. So you don't always finish them right when you start out. Things come along and you change, and that song's kind of special to me. I guess the next song I'm going to do is a song that was recorded by outlaw country artist Mr. Dallas Moore. Dallas is one of the hardest working people in the business. I know the year before COVID, he had 300 shows in 1 year. And he did an album called Mr. Honky Tonk, produced by Dean Miller, Roger Miller's son in Nashville. And this is the only song that he didn't write on that album. And I wrote it with my good friend, Mr. Bo Roberts. And how this song came about was we were living in a new house we built after we lost our original house to a direct hit EF4 tornado. And I'd been with the company about 3 years I was with, and they're wanting to promote me. And it was a good raise. And we went and looked at the area they were trying to send us to, and we just didn't want to live there. And I'd made my mind up I wasn't going to take the job, but I was scared to tell my wife about it because of the raise. And when I broke the news to her in our brand new kitchen in this house we thought we'd live in till the good Lord called us home, I said, babe, I'm not going to take this job. And she goes, how are we going to turn that money down? I said, I don't know. We're just somewhere between bridges. And I said, whoa. I went and picked up the guitar and I wrote a song, and I had it around for about 6 years. And Mr. Bo Roberts heard it, and he came in on it, and we fixed the verses, as he called it, and it goes like this. We're just somewhere between bridges, the ones we've burned, ones yet to cross. We're just somewhere between bridges, a million miles from being lost. Honey, we're just going through a little hard time. It ain't like it's something new, but our love's much stronger than anything that's ever tried to come between me and you. We're just somewhere between bridges, the ones we've burned, ones yet to cross. We're just somewhere between bridges, a million miles from being lost. If the water is deep and the river is wide, we'll find our way to the other side. There's never been a mountain we could not climb. So honey, let's do it one more time. We're just somewhere between bridges, the ones we've burned, ones yet to cross. We're just somewhere between bridges, a million miles we're just somewhere between bridges. And that's all of that one. When it's done live, sometimes you do an a cappella sing along at the end, but for this purpose, I chose not to do it. All right, this third song is going to be difficult because I had a pretty long show last night, trying to get some water on my throat. But this is a song that was supposed to be just a gift to my wife. And she was the one that told me that I needed to play it out. She said women would like it. And I did, and it's become one of my most requested songs. I've had a couple what we call bites on it, but no one's recorded it yet. So, but anyway, this is for her, and it's called, well, you get ready to hear it. Where are your wings? Surely you fly. I'm no longer fooled by your mortal disguise. I'm a believer, so why hide them from me? I know that you're an angel. Where are your wings? You must have done something wrong up there to be sent to save this man down to his last prayer. Only your love could have lifted me. If you're not an angel, there's no such thing. Where are your wings? Surely you fly. I'm no longer fooled by your mortal disguise. I'm a believer, so why hide them from me? I know that you're an angel. Where are your wings? Where are your wings? Surely you fly. I'm no longer fooled by your mortal disguise. I'm a believer, so why hide them from me? I know that you're an angel. Where are your wings? I'm a believer, so why hide them from me? I know that you're an angel. Something like that. Thank y'all.